That one's drilled deep to left field. The Yankees will win the game. The Yankees win the game. The Yankees win the game. Miguel Cairo scores. A pinch hit single for Flaherty. That's one of the greatest games you will ever see.
Hello everyone, welcome to Double Play Sports. I'm James here with New York Yankees broadcaster and former MLB vet, John Flaherty. How you doing today, man?
Everything's great. It's good to meet you guys.
We're so excited to have you on the show, and I just have a few questions. As an aspiring broadcaster myself, I gotta ask, what inspired you to get into broadcasting post your playing days?
Well, to be honest, when you're playing Major League Baseball, you're not thinking about what you're going to do afterwards. The reality came for me when I retired. I was 38 years old, retired from the Yankees. And my agent basically said, I think this is something that you can do. And some networks reached out to me, and it was really just one of those dive into the deep end of the pool, see if you can do it. And this is my 18th year working for Yes, so something worked out pretty well for me. Yeah,
absolutely. That's pretty awesome. So I want to talk a little bit about your playing days, and obviously most people will know you from your time with the Red Sox or the Yankees, but I want to talk a little bit about how cool an experience it was to play for the 98 expansion Tampa Bay Devil Rays. So they came into the league, and you were on that inaugural team. How special of an experience was that?
Well, it was pretty cool from a family standpoint. Everybody thinks about the baseball part, but I played for San Diego for a year and a half, went to the playoffs there, played some really good baseball, and got traded to Tampa Bay when I was building a house with a 3-month-old daughter. I mean, so it was a great family experience that I was able to raise 3 of my kids in Tampa Bay for what turned out to be 5 years as a player, 7 years that we lived there. But from a baseball family standpoint, my kids never had to move, which is incredibly unusual for a baseball family. We lost a lot of games on the field, but the family part of it, I loved everything about that organization, everything about living there. And then when I got a chance to be a free agent signed with the Yankees, it was coming back home, so it was pretty cool.
I mean, that Devil Rays team did have some legends, though. Fred McGriff, Wade Boggs were on that team, so absolutely. So then, talking a little bit about the Yankees, in 2003, Yankees went to the World Series, played the Florida Marlins, a tough L, but how exciting and how much of a cool experience is it to be stepping on the field in October baseball playing in the World Series?
Well, you mentioned the 5 years in Tampa Bay. We didn't win a lot, right? No. So, when I became a free agent, it was where can I go to try to win a championship? I knew I wasn't going to be an everyday player anymore, and Brian Cashman reached out right away. And I spent 3 great years in New York, but I enjoyed the expectations that you're expected to win. You're expected to be a championship player. So that 2003 World Series was an amazing experience. Unfortunately for us, the series against the Red Sox with the Aaron Boone home run really took a lot out of our sails. But, I look back at my career now, and to be able to tell people I played in a World Series, right, I felt like I handled myself well, which personally you're always wondering how would I do on that stage in that moment. We didn't win a World Series, but I was pretty proud of the job I did.
Absolutely. So back to the broadcasting a little bit. Your booth holds some iconic names in there along with yourself, but Michael Kay, great, of course, great broadcaster, and David Cohn will be in there. Jack Curry's a great guy. How special is it to be with that group, and how tightly knit are you guys?
Well, we're a tight group, but I think like any other baseball team, our Yes Network team, it has, I don't know the right way to put it, the star players. You got Coney, you got Paul O'Neill, who are amazing talents out on the field. And I was a backup player for the Yankees, right? So when you go into that booth, I feel I got to be more prepared, right? I got to do a better job. And my boss told me when I took this job, he said, you're going to have to do it better than Paul O'Neill because you weren't the type of player that he was. So I take that seriously. I want to be prepped. I want to be ready. And then when we get into a booth and we start talking baseball, that's just the best part. It's great. So we have a great team. Really good guys. You see great players in Coney and Paul O'Neill, but they're just really good people.
Absolutely. So can you talk to me a little bit, just last up, about what you've thought about the season so far? Winning record. Garrett Cole's looking great, but who have you loved watching so far this year?
Well, Garrett's off to a great start, and I got a chance to talk to him in Cleveland and Baltimore, a little bit away from the field, and he's as healthy as he's been. I think he's as comfortable as he's ever been in the few years he's been a Yankee. But it's great to have Aaron Judge back and being a captain. And, the pretty cool thing is when you get to travel on the road with the team and you're a broadcaster. You can watch the leadership and how people respond to him. So with the injuries that they have, to be in the position that they are, it's a long year, man. It's 162. It's a grind, but they've gotten off to a good start, put themselves in a good position. Now you get healthy, and you look forward to coming down the stretch.
Absolutely. Well, it was wonderful talking to you, John. Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.